Good Monday, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on the day before St. Patrick's Day, the 16th of March, 2015. Lots of mid and upper level cloud cover across the region this morning, varying amounts of sun and cloud across the region. And temperatures relatively mild for this start in the morning here, with temperatures generally running anywhere from the upper 30s into the low and mid 40s across the interior, with light winds as high pressure is overhead out of the northwest at speeds less than 10 miles per hour. And a smattering of mid and upper level cloud cover across the region as a warm front approaches from the west. With a ridge of high pressure in control, we can see a little bit of lifting here on the water vapor, but absolutely nothing over the top of the ridge here as we continue with subsidence in the mid and lower layers of the atmosphere and dry conditions. Very little in the way of land or sea advisories at this point. We do have a small craft advisory for the interior here of the Delaware Bay here, but other than that, the main concern is the lack of rain over the next 24 hours or so. However, recent increased flow of rivers and streams, particularly across the lower Hudson Valley here into southern Connecticut, coupled with the mild temperatures of today, this will continue to cause ice breakup and movement into early this week, and that should make ice jams and localized flooding possible. Ice jamming flooding is unpredictable and sudden, so interest along ice-covered rivers should monitor the latest information. On the aviation weather deck today, VFR, light southwesterly winds increasing, mid and upper level cloud cover. Tonight, mostly VFR. Backdoor cold front moves through the north. Few spotty rain showers affecting Reading and Allentown late tonight. MVFR conditions possible with that. For Tuesday, predominantly VFR, localized MVFR possible with any passing shower. Cold frontal passage marked by wind shift from south to northwest. The northwesterly winds will gust to around 30 knots late in the day. Tuesday night and Wednesday, VFR. Northwest winds gusting, subsiding at night before redeveloping during the day on Wednesday. Frequent gusts to 25 to 30 knots. March is a very windy month, as you know. Wednesday night and Thursday, VFR and light winds. Thursday night and Friday, potential for sub-VFR conditions on Friday with precipitation moving in. Some faster solutions show flight restrictions and precipitation arriving as early as the overnight Thursday night. Precipitation may start as a wintry mix before transitioning to rain from south to north. Right now outside of Newark, we are in VFR, 39 degrees, dew point 26. The wind is out of the west, basically at 5, visibility 10 miles, few clouds at 14,000, overcast with the high ceilings at 25,000. VFR conditions in place right now. For Philadelphia right now, 39 degrees, dew point 28, humidity 64%, wind southwest at 7, few clouds at 15,000, 19,000, broken at 26,000, VFR conditions in place. Morning surface chart from weatherroanoke.com. Digital atmosphere software shows the warm front to our south and west, and our backdoor cold front well over Michigan now and the UP of Michigan into the Great Lakes region. This will be slicing through the region by tomorrow morning, changing our weather right around. GFM maps into motion. Here comes the backdoor cold front tomorrow morning with a few light rain showers across the region. Any snow showers would be confined to very high elevations, and they would be very light as the moisture plume will be leaving the area by early tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. And then colder air filtering back in behind the backdoor cold front across the region as heights lower, temperatures fall as well. And more high pressure builds across the region for Wednesday and Thursday. So St. Patrick's Day could feature a little bit of rain showers around the region tomorrow, and chilly temperatures as well. And by the time we get to Friday, this is what the model GFS is doing. It's keeping this storm suppressed further to the south on the Canadian model, and the European model ensemble guidance also suggesting this would be further north. So any precipitation that does develop across the region, especially the interior here of the eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and the New York City metropolitan area, could start out as some light snow, but quickly go to rain as the 850 millibar temperatures warm across the region. And then more high pressure builds in. Another weak backdoor cold front comes through the region during Sunday, and this means chances of rain showers again reintroduced for the forecast region Saturday night and Sunday morning, with just a reinforcing shot of chilly air across the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area as we continue on the chilly side for the northern mid-Atlantic region. The Canadian model guidance shows the precipitation shield further to the north on Friday night and early Saturday morning, starting off as snow over the interior, rain, central and southern areas. Everybody goes over to rain, and the rain could be moderate to heavy around the region, especially around the coast and Long Island on Saturday morning. So it looks like a wet start to your weekend once again for next weekend. And then more high pressure backdoor cold front comes through again. And by the time we get into the last week of March here, nearly the last week of March, just very chilly air across the region, but it will be modifying over the region as well. And if we went ahead and looked at the GFS ensemble surface temperature anomalies over the next 11 to 15 days, in the first to 5 days we start out below normal. And then we continue below normal through the end of March, and this continues again right through the end of March. We're going to be on a chilly side right through the end of March. We start out with the stratosphere and a moderate to warm event here across the poles as the polar vortex is now shifting away to the other side of the pole towards Siberia. And at 30 millibars, by the time we get to the beginning parts of March here, we're looking at the stratospheric warming continuing at 30 millibars all the way into southern Canada here in the northern hemisphere, and a zonal flow underneath it with cooling. So we're going to have some very interesting weather as we exit March and go into the month of April. A little bit of a blocking pattern right now with the AO, the Arctic Oscillation, but then it's going to tend to go positive as we move into the later part of the month and the beginning part of April, so we can say really goodbye to the winter as we know it. North American Oscillation from all the members and the ensembles here, we're in the negative right now, of course, with the blocking that's going overhead, but then that shifts into a positive state with less blocking across the pole and into the northeastern Atlantic, actually, and that means that we're going to get into a more zonal flow and more relaxation in the weather pattern as we start the month of April. 500 millibar height anomalies from the European, the GFS, and CMC over the next 10 days, showing more of a zonal flow developing across the eastern United States and the United States as a whole, as the vortex is now beginning to wax and wane to the other side of the pole, but still we're left with a little bit of blocking here on the CMC model showing up in the means over southeastern Canada, particularly from Hudson's Bay into the northwestern Atlantic. And so far this year across the state of New Jersey, we're running anywhere from about 25 to 50% above normal mean precipitation, with nearly 75% above normal here in southwestern New Jersey. So for everything live, it's Garden State Weather and gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You enjoy this Monday. We'll be back on Tuesday, St. Patrick's Day.